Hello, souls. How are you? It's time for another miraculous reading. Today we are going to make another true crime reading, and the case I chose is the Jeff Davis 8. I remind you that all the information in this video is alleged, so we will check what really happened. Is there more than one person responsible for these 8 cases? What was the motive for these 8 deaths? How the person who is responsible or the people who are responsible for this look like? And will there be justice? So if you're curious, stay till the end of this video and please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's start with the overall situation. And let's see what happened actually. Let's see how the cards are going to show us what happened. In this case, where 8 women were found dead, they were all poor. Each one was having issues, financial issues, mental issues. They were struggling with different kind of addictions, or there were sex workers. So let's see what happened. 10 of Cups, Hanged Man, the Wheel, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Wands. So we have body of water near to the location where they were found. We have some sort of a trap. So there was some sort of a trap that was planned to catch them. It was something that was planned. It's not spontaneous. Destiny turned around. And here we have the woman who receives money from a man. King of Wands usually indicates somebody who is very active, physically strong. And here this could indicate also the pimp, because it looks like the Queen of Pentacles, instead of receiving money, is giving the money to this King of Wands. Show me what happened at least to one of these women. What caused the death? Two of Pentacles. There was some money exchanged. Four of Cups. There was some debt from the past. Somebody had to pay a debt and they have already paid one part of this money, but they had to pay another amount. So the biggest part of the debt was not paid, and this person got upset and angry. And I don't know why, by looking at this card, I have this feeling that here, instead of clouds, we have some bodies. So the person, one of the people who is responsible for this, could look like this. I don't know if you're able to see. So this person could have longer hair, dark hair, and I see some sort also of emotional revenge to some woman who rejected them in the past. So the next question is, how many people are responsible for this death? How many people? 8 of Cups. Yes, there are 8 victims. And who did it? 3 of Cups. We have 3 people who are acting together, and they share some sort of experience. They're in the same company of friends, circle of friends. They drink together, they party together, and we have this card as an answer to my question. The cards are telling me each one of the victims is also some sort of responsible for their own fate and destiny. But my question was regarding the person who did it. So we have 3 other people who are related and responsible. So let's ask how these people look like. These 3 people. How this person looks like. This could be a person with white hair or very light blonde hair. I believe, however, that this is an older person with grayish hair, and they have some problem with their eyes. They seem like they're making this face like when you have the sun shining into your eyes. So they have this expression when you look at them. They could also be both, completely both, but this is the impression of their face that they have. So the second person, this cup, this person is already dead. It's not alive anymore. But however, it was a person who had a beard and short hair. They look like this face here. I believe that they were having also darker skin. And how the third couple looked like. The third person was a family man, somebody who had a family. But I want to know how their face looks like. It's somebody who is completely unexpected and nobody suspects them to be so dark and to do things like this. Show me their face once again. So at least one of the victims was accused by somebody from their family. This is it was some relative of one of the victims. So this is what the cards are telling me, are trying to tell me. And it was completely unexpected. It could be an ex-husband or a relative, distant relative. And this is pretty much the face of the third person. This could be also a woman with the same face features. Let's ask the cards if there will be justice and if these dates are going to be, the cases are going to be solved. Will there be some person arrested for this? King of Cups, the Empress, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, and Two of Swords. So there's also some woman. We see the Empress for the second time here in this reading. There's some woman who has higher position, and she some sort receives all the money for what is going on. So there's a woman on a higher position involved, and she's making everything possible not the truth not to be revealed. And we have a lot of swords, and the Two of Swords is always saying no, it won't gonna be revealed. Let's ask, however, for the, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. So people will stop also wanting to chase this case and to reveal the truth. This is the meaning of this card in these positions. In this position, that there won't be resistance. People won't be motivated to find the truth after some time. What was the motive behind these cases? What was the motive? Was because they were giving information to the police, or was any other motive? What was the motive? Once again we have Hanged Man, Page of Swords, so I see some sort, once again, some sort of a trap, but also I see that this was meant to be viewed from other people, and they were trying also to obtain something from these women. I don't know if you can see, but here with this position we have the person who is hanging, and this one seems like it's torturing this person, and it's trying to obtain some information, like tell me what do you know, what do you have, something like this, what you have told them. I'm getting this information. Two of Swords. But these women were not aware about the information that this person was trying to obtain. And they didn't tell him anything, just simply because they were not aware of the information. But this was the final outcome. As they didn't know what to answer, this person got upset and killed them. What was the motive of the other two people? We saw as responsible. So one was wanting to obtain some information. Second, what was their motive? Hierophant, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, King of Wands, Eight of Wands. So in some of the cases, the responsible person was a pimp, and the victim, who didn't want to take more work, was trying to escape from the work as everything became too heavy to handle, too difficult. And this person who was responsible for her and who was watching over her, this person was also the person who caused her death. And for the last suspect, the one who was family member, what was their motive to do that? Three of Swords, once again, by looking at this family member, there was some sort of betrayal, some sort of cheating. They felt betrayed and that they have been cheated on. So it was some sort of personal revenge. Yes, they felt lonely, abandoned, that nobody understands them, and they were also mentally insane. They were unable to see what actually is happening around them, and they were overconfident. So this is somebody who is really jealous and also unstable. Here we have a card from another deck, and it's the Five of Pentacles who came out. So we have this situation where you see the depicted on the card poor people who are passing next to a church, and they have task for assistance and help. So this makes me believe that part of these women have sought help, perhaps from some sort of institution, perhaps from police, but there were some conditions that they had to comply with, and they didn't want to. So they were denied help and assistance. And there should be records also about them asking help and assistance. At least in two of the cases, two of the women have asked for assistance and they were denied, such as they didn't want to comply with the conditions and the requirements they were asked to. So let's ask in another way. Will the cows, will there be justice at least for one part of this deaths? Will there be justice at least for one part of the victims? Five of Cups, Death, High Priestess. No, they're telling me, all the victims are talking here. They are telling me our lives were already set, and our lives were already set, and we were feeling like there's nothing in front of us, even though you see that they had actually future in front of them. But they believed, each one of them believed that nothing good is going to happen to her before their deaths. So once the death came, everything became dark, and this will be a secret that will remain unrevealed until they're talking about a prince, until there's some young spirit who really wants to know the truth and wants to dig deep down. It will be really heavy and difficult path, and there will be a lot of wrong paths and directions to take, but there will be also, with the right help, this person will be able to reveal the truth, at least for 2 of these deaths. So that was the reading, my dear souls. I hope you liked it. I remind you that you may request a reading for another topic, another investigation, true crime, or whatever it is. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.